Hey guys, as I said to you in the last video, I'm gonna do 90123 October number 2013. Okay, petrol and diesel fuel are both used in internal combustion engines. Petrol may be regarded as having the formula C9H20 and diesel as C14H30. To which class of compounds these two hydrocarbons belong? Isn't it obvious? It's alkanes, right? So alkanes. So do not say by any chance hydrocarbons because they've already given you the word hydrocarbons. Okay, write a balanced equation for the complete combustion of petrol. So this is a one-time formula. So I'm gonna make another video on how to write equation for burning of anything. Okay, so petrol is C9H20. So if I burn it, I'm gonna need oxygen. I'm not sure how much, so I'm not gonna put the number. So I still have the number box empty, which I'm gonna fill later. They've said complete combustion means all the carbon is turned into carbon dioxide, so it's 9CO2. So that balances out the carbon. All the complete combustion also means that all the hydrogen is gone to water. So you have got 20 hydrogen atoms, which means you can get a maximum of 10 waters, right? So that the total add up to 20. Right? Okay. Now how many of oxygen do you need? 9 times 2 here, which means how many? 18. And another 10 here, which means you need 28. Right? So 28. O2, you need 28 oxygen atoms, which means that you need 14 moles of oxygen gas, right? So that is a lot of oxygen. Okay? So B, when petrol or diesel fuel are used in internal combustion engines, several different products of the incomplete combustion of the fuel may be formed. Name 2 of these products that do not contain hydrogen. Number 1, you have to name. Do not say CO, NO. Say it up and loud. Don't be ashamed. Carbon monoxide. And nitrogen oxide. Nitrogen oxide. Okay. Choose one of these and state a hazard it causes. Rather than using nitrogen oxide and saying that it stimulates or can convert into nitrous acid, which can be the cause of acid rain, rather than stating a long explanation, just write simple equation. Use carbon monoxide. You must know what carbon monoxide does in detail and in a nutshell. In detail, it clings on to the hemoglobin. It clings on to the hemoglobin in the blood, and it prevents the blood from carrying oxygen efficiently. So you'll be having asthma attacks every now and then. So hazard would be from our carbon monoxide. Hazard would be it is toxic. The first thing that it is toxic. It is toxic and causes breathing problems. Breathing is something that we all need to do, so they can't lift any objections on that. If you say it causes haze and so on, they may try to detect a problem in it. Another thing is, whatever you write, do not write about greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide is a registered greenhouse gas, not carbon monoxide. That is the important part. Write a balanced equation for the formation of one of the products in one from diesel. So I'm not gonna use nitrogen oxide because diesel does not. Oh, wait. Nitrogen oxide. Wait. Oh. They wanted products of incomplete combustion, not products of cars. Okay. So when I read the internal combustion engines, I was a bit must say I was a bit too quick to judge. So you have to put carbon. Okay, this is not carbon monoxide. So there are two types of equations you can write. You can write partial equations for part 3, of course. Partial equations means some of carbon monoxide is produced, some carbon dioxide is produced, and some water is produced. You can write that. Or you can convert all the things to carbon monoxide. I like to do all the things converted to carbon monoxide, right? So it's much simpler. C14H30 plus some number of O2. As I said above, I'm not gonna fill that in first. So first I'll have 14CO, not CO2. And then I'll just have 15H2O. So I have 15 here, I have 14 here. It adds up to 29, right? 29. So I just put a 29 over 2 here, right? So I can either put 29 over 2 and or I can multiply everything else by 2. So I find this helpful. Define the term standard enthalpy change of combustion, right? The heat released, we must put down the heat released. The heat released when 1 mole of a fuel, when 1 mole of a substance, do not have to say fuel, mole of a substance is completely burnt in an excess of oxygen. So in an excess of oxygen, okay, so yeah, so the next question, a 1 centimeter cube sample of C14H30 was completely burned in air. The heat produced raised the temperature of 250 grams of water by 346 degrees Celsius. Assume no heat losses occurred during this experiment. The density of C4H30 is 0.763 gram per centimeter cube. Use relevant data from the data booklet to calculate the amount of heat released in this experiment. Okay. So we must know delta H is equal to MC delta theta, right? So on page 2 of the data booklet, you'd get the value of 4.18 joule per gram per Kelvin. See, delta theta is mass is in, let it be in grams because 4.18 means it's in grams. 250 times 34.6 times 4.18. Give credit to your calculator. $36157 into 3.62 times 10 to the power of 4 joule. Alright, so that is it. Use the data above and your answer to 1 to calculate the energy produced by 1 mole. So to calculate the energy produced by 1 mole, first we need to know how many moles did you burn first. So mass of C14H30. So mass is just density multiplied by volume. Density is 0.763, volume is 1, and this gives you 0.763 grams, right? Number of moles is equal to, sorry, no, not number of moles. First we need to calculate MR of this one is the same as 14 times 12 plus 30, right? Is the same as is equal to 198 gram. 198. Yeah, so therefore number of moles is equal to 0.763 or 198. 3.85 times 10 to the power of negative 3 mole. Energy per mole. Energy per mole is equal to, energy is 36157 over 3.85 times 10 to the power of negative 3. 9.38 times 10 to the power of 6 joule. 9.38 times 10 to the power of 6 joule per mole. Which is, we can simplify it as, in the standard of writing energy in chemistry, about that, right? So this is question 3, which will be covered in the next video. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when next video is uploaded. Alright, so bye guys, see you guys in the next video, which is